We need to upkeep. Ray, you've regenerated.
Change, Ozzy, and not a moment too soon. Didn't work, but you know, it's my favourite Doctor line. Regeneration line.
It is a good one.
If
Arrogant.
if for some bizarre reason I ended up playing the Doctor one day, I would insist that was my first line.
Because it's not only a callback to the classics, but you'd have to like maybe chuck in a couple of other first lines for other Doctors, like you're going through that would be your first line, and then you'd slip into like a Troughton line, and then you'd offer a jelly baby.
Was it?
And then you'd have a bit of a headache and become your doctor, sort of thing.
Try to kill my companion.
And try to kill your companion.
Was it Capaldi's regeneration where he started going through like Sontaran's perverting the cause of human history?
Yeah, because he was like at the concert, like, Sontaran's working. Not with that.
Yeah.
It is where I put my tea somewhere as well.
Your tea, Joe Young.
Oh, arigato gozaimasu. It is as well the first classic. We're back for classic Doctor Who after it's been over a year since I've uploaded any classic, and much longer since Well, me and Ray did record the movie, but
I thought the BBC did that.
We actually did it.
Okay.
But in seriousness, the reason Christian is now taking over classic Doctor Who duties from Ray is because Ray has grown up. He's got a kid, he's got a full-time job, he doesn't have as much time.
I've got a full-time job.
That's from home?
Yeah. Doesn't count, does it?
And you don't have a kid either.
No.
So
only the child that's inside of me.
Yeah,
I ate him.
Ray's not as available to record now, so we've had to cut down the amount of series we're doing. We only have, like, me and Ray used to have like 3 or 4 things we're doing. Now we've cut it down to just the 2, and one of them we have already completed recording. So
yeah, you were going through Classic Who.
Me and Ray were going through Classic Who, but in a weird way.
Yeah.
So we started with Series 1 of Tom Baker, which I think is season 12.
Okay.
Then we did the last 2 seasons of classics with McCoy and Ace. And then we went all the way back to the first 2 seasons. And we went through From an Unearthly Child to Dalek Invasion.
Yes.
And the plan was to then go to a different Doctor, which would have been Paul McGann. But seeing as that isn't able to go through anytime soon until Ray, maybe when his kid's in school or something and he's got a bit of time when the kid's off at school or something, you never know. So that was my journey. What your journey, however?
Separately, I decided I wanted to watch through all of Classic Who, and it wasn't going very fast.
No.
I think it's safe to say.
Over like 2 years, you had only managed to get up to about the Time Meddler.
Yeah.
And so I'm technically the companion for the next series, because you know what's going on. You know the next series worth until the Time Meddler. Did you watch the Time Meddler in the end? Okay.
Yes.
I do. I have seen the Time Meddler. That was one of the first Doctor ones I had seen.
So yeah, basically those 2 things combined to worked out quite well.
Yeah, it gives him an excuse to carry on watching them, and it gives me an excuse to carry on recording reactions to them. And I don't know much of what's going on to come anyway.
Yeah.
So after the Time Meddler, we will both become fresh.
I thought you were going to say become friends then.
Become friends. We'll only just it will take us
Oh, that's nice. We'll be friends.
Finally.
Yeah.
25 plus years or whatever. So yeah, we're back in a TARDIS now.
In a TARDIS.
In the TARDIS. If you've been watching our modern Doctor Who reactions, not too much of this is really new, because Christian's been with me since Jodie Whittaker's.
That's when we first met each other.
Yeah, but we've been doing Doctor Who travels. Not her first 2 series. Flux. I was going to say her 3rd series, which is Flux, but it's not technically series 13. It's just Flux. We haven't got series 13 yet. So we've done the more recent ones on the channel, and that's also sort of another reason to do this as well, if we're doing Doctor Who anyway. But the TARDIS is new to Classic Who.
Right. Yes.
This will be the first. Like I said, me and Ray recorded one, but it probably won't go out because it was the movie, we'd both seen it to begin with anyway, and it was just meant to start off going into Paul McGann.
Right.
But change of plans, we're not doing that anymore. We're just going to go in order from this point.
So before we get started, can I say a few words on the ones that
okay.
I've seen but obviously not on camera?
Okay, that's cool. This intro might become a little mini video of its own then.
That's fine.
Before we go into the actual episode. I can work it. Yes.
Just so we're all caught up.
So let's catch up with last time on Doctor Who.
Unearthly Child, really liked it.
First part was the best part, but the caveman stuff wasn't as crap as I remembered.
Same, yes.
It was. I understood it more being an adult because
Daleks was okay.
Way too long.
Yes, way too long. And I feel
that writing with the length of a Peter Cushing movie. If it was the Peter Cushing movie with the continuity of the series, it would have probably been perfect.
Yeah. I try and put myself in the mindset of I've never seen a Dalek before. I think that's part of the problem. We just know what Daleks are. They're not a novelty anymore.
Yeah.
Edge of Destruction, love it. we still reference
it's
Susan with the scissors all the time.
Scissors, knife. I get confused.
And it's a shorter one. It didn't get
and
boring.
I think it was like written in like a day or two or whatever. It was a last minute.
Yeah.
It was literally a last minute one. That's why it's a bottle episode, completely in the TARDIS, and that just made it so much better.
Yeah.
Just a character piece, and that's all we were really there for. Were the characters half the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw the Doctor start to chill out.
Yes.
Which led us on to the Aztecs, which was brilliant.
It was, it's the first time we've sort of dealt with the timey-wimey aspect of you can't change history, not one line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
nice to see Barbara get a focus as well.
Yes, we see the Doctor flirt with an old lady.
Yes!
And
that was brilliant. Yes.
This kind of epitomizes they should have called the show Ian as well. Because he'd fight in with the elite warriors and everything.
Yeah. They could have done with a bit of, I will say, the fights didn't feel epic because they didn't have background music and it was just a lot of and it was just a bit, or the background music didn't stand out to me in whatever way. It was just a bit.
Something I liked about this one, the person who wrote it was a big fan of that period of history and made sure it was really accurate.
There we go, then. Makes sense.
Which is really cool. Moving on to the Keys of Marinus. I'm pointing in different ways. I knew you quite liked this one. I thought it was really boring. I wasn't.
I think I liked that they were just like short, contained stories within an arc.
Yeah.
That's what it was refreshing that each episode was a different story in a way, but they all came to the greater. It was like the first attempt Doctor Who had done at like an arc in a way, but it was just one story.
Yes.
I think that's the main thing I liked. That's what I remember about it.
Then, the Sensorites. Way too long. I remember
boring, but the first episode was good and creepy.
And I thought the last episode was good as well.
I can't remember as much, but yeah, it dwindled out a bit. It was a bit by the end of it.
Yeah. Reign of Terror.
I remember enjoying it.
I don't remember much about it, good or bad, if I'm honest. It might have been one that was only half watching.
I remember a lot of like Ian being like locked up in the prison cells and stuff, and the Doctor having to like dress up and come down and pretend to be like high society or what. I remember enjoying all that. I remember anyway. The reactions might say otherwise.
That I'm getting started now. The Planet of Giants.
That was it was good, the effect. I liked seeing, and again, a shorter story. I'll let you say some stuff as well.
To be honest, there's another one I don't really remember that well.
No?
I remember it was okay.
I
thought it was alright. This was this? Oh no, Ian and Barbara haven't gone home yet, have they?
No. Oh no, we've still got them now.
Yeah. I'm getting confused with my watch too. Dalek Invasion of Earth, I think, to that point, definitely my favourite Dalek story.
Okay, yeah.
There's only two to choose from.
Better than the Daleks. Again, still a bit long.
Still a bit long, yeah.
Could have been cut down a little bit.
but it had a lot of cool kind of concept in it, like the forbidden to dump bodies in the river sort of thing, and the
and the visuals were nice.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was good seeing the Daleks just kind of have control over Earth. Sort not just invading, but they have invaded.
Yeah.
And this is a post-Dalek.
I think what else was in there? I don't really remember. And then of course
Today.
Yes.
Or next time